Welcome to Madhu's Online Academy. In this session, I am going to discuss some questions and answers on the topic Marathas Chhatrapati Shivaji, successors of Shivaji, administration of Shivaji and age of Peshwas. As you know very well that Maratha kingdom was founded by our Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj in 17th century. In 17th century, remember. So, by 18th century, remember, by 18th century, the Marathas' power expanded from Cuttack, which is now in Odisha, to Attock. So that was how Marathas consolidated their power in many areas, remember. And by 19th century, what happened was that, Marathas' power, came to an end. Okay, I'll tell once again. So here in 17th century, exactly in the year 1674, Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj laid the foundation of Swarajya at Raigad on 16th June. So this comes under 17th century. Later, in 18th century, particularly during the able administration of Peshwas of Maharashtra. Peshwa means nothing but, Prime Minister. So under the able administration of Peshwas, Maratha power was expanded from, Cuttack to Attock, remember. So now let us discuss the question and answers on the, said topic. So as you know that this is, image of our Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj. Remember very carefully, he assumed many titles like, Dharma Parayana, Go Brahmana Pratipalaka, Haindava Dharmodharaka, Hindu Padapadishahi, Kshatriya Kulavasanta, Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj. Okay, now let us discuss about, So this is the family tree of our Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj. So we will discuss about this family tree of Chhatrapati Shivaji at the end of this session. So this is useful for UPSC Civil Services examination as well TSPSC groups examinations as well, APPSC groups examinations. Apart from that, SI police and police constable as well other competitive examinations. So this question paper is in English medium and this is the question paper 1 of the topic on the Marathas Shivaji. And remember, this is consisting of only 6 questions. Question number 1 to 6, remember. So question number 1. Match the following list 1 with list 2 and select answer from the codes given below. So list A, list 1, list 2. So under list 1, what are given? A. Samartha Ramadas. B. Dadaji Kondadev. C. Jijabai. D. Tarabai. So in list 2, what are given? 1. Mother of Shivaji. 2. Wife of Rajaram. 3. Wife of Shambhaji. 4. A guru who taught art of warfare to Shivaji. 5th one, religious guru of Shivaji. So coming to list 1A, Samartha Ramadas. Who is Samartha Ramadas? So Samartha Ramadas was a religious guru of Shivaji. So here you can see the image of Samartha Ramadas. Remember, Samartha Ramadas is here, remember. So he is our Samartha Ramadas, who was a religious guru to our Chhatrapati Shivaji, remember. So he taught him many things and also he wrote a book called Dashabodh. So this book influenced our Shivaji a lot. Okay. So his religious guru was our Samartha Ramadas. A5. Where is A5? Here in option 1 as well in option 4 also 5 is there. So A5. B. Dadaji Kondadev. B. Dadaji Kondadev. Who was he? So he was a guru who taught of art of warfare to Shivaji. So Dadaji Kondadev was, is a guru who taught to Shivaji the art of warfare. So here you can see the image of, Dadaji Kondadev. Dadaji Kondadev. Since his childhood, he was not only taught art of warfare to our Shivaji, but also guardian to our, Dadaji Kondadev, because our Shivaji's father, Shahji Bhonsle, was very far away to him in his childhood. Shahji Bhonsle, who was in the military service of, for some time at Bijapur, other time, for some time at Ahmednagar. So that's why he was very far away to his father. So that's why our Samardha Ramadha, our Dadaji Kondadev was appointed as guardian to our Shivaji in his childhood. So since his childhood, his guru taught him the art of warfare. The art of warfare. Actually, the Maratha region is a mountainous region. So Maratha people, that's why the Shivaji and also his successors were very famous for guerrilla type of art of warfare. Remember, guerrilla type of warfare. Remember very, very carefully. So next one. So here B4. Where is B4? In option 1 as well in option 4 also. So B4. C. Jijabai. So who is Jijabai? So Jijabai was the mother of Shivaji. Mother of Shivaji. C1. So C1 is not here. In C2 is given. So 4. Yeah. Here C1 is here. So here let us learn something about this great lady. So heroic lady, that is our Jijabai. Jijabai, remember. So remember carefully, here Jijabai was the beloved mother of our Chhatrapati Shivaji. So here you can see the image of Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle, as well here Madam Jijabai's statue image, as well here Shahji Bhonsle, who was father of our Shivaji. Remember, so this lady, this greatest mother of our Shivaji, taught many things to his beloved son Shivaji since his childhood. So she used to taught him the ethical stories, moral stories, which were drawn from Ramayana and Mahabharata and other stories. So that was how she was trying to shape up the character of his beloved son Shivaji Bhonsle. Remember, since his childhood. That's why, so after he grew up, he became the king and also founded a great kingdom called Maratha kingdom or Swarajya, which he named as Swarajya in 1674. It was founded in 1674, in the year 1674, remember. So next. So remember that this is the greatness of mother of our Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj. And remember here, actually, coming to the family details of our, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, here, just now as I told you that Shivaji actually, they had given birth to 6 children, but 4 died. So only 2 survived. So one of them was our Shivaji, and Shivaji's elder brother was also there. His name was Shambhaji. Remember, Shambhaji. Shambhaji was born in 1619. He was born in 1619. Whereas Shivaji was born in 1627 and died in the year 1680 at the age of 53 years only, at very young age, remember. So whereas he lost his brother, so in the year Shambhaji died, his elder brother Shambhaji died in 1654 only, whom he loved very much, okay, since his childhood, remember. So that's why after his marriage, he was able to give birth to a male child to whom he has given a name, that is Shambhaji. Remember, that Shambhaji is different from this Shambhaji, remember. So in the fond memory of his elder brother Shambhaji, that Shivaji gave the same name Shambhaji to his beloved son and successor Shambhaji. Remember, this Shambhaji ruled between 1680 to 1689, between 1680 to 89. So remember, dear aspirants, that this Shambhaji is different from this Shambhaji. Okay, is it clear? Right. Next question, first question only. Yeah. So here C1. D, Tarabhai. So who is Tarabhai? Here Tarabhai was the wife of Rajaram. D2 is here, right? So remember that Madam Tarabhai, so during the time of Rajaram's rule, okay, so she also helped to her husband a lot. And apart from that, after the death of Rajaram, at the age of 30 years only, Rajaram died, at the age of 30 years only. That was in 1700. Okay, so then what was happened? She acted as regent to his beloved infant son Shivaji. Okay, so who ruled Maratha kingdom between 1700 to 1707 after the death of so between 1700 to 1707, Tarabhai and Rajaram's beloved son, infant son, ruled. So but real powers were rested in the hands of Queen Mother Madam Tarabhai only. So who was a gallant wife of Rajaram. Remember, Rajaram, right? So here answer is, for question number 1, answer is here 4 answer. 1 4. So moving on to the next question, that is second question. Which of the following Peshwa is associated with the Mastani episode? So very interesting thing this is. Here options are, for this question, options are 1. Which of the following Peshwa is associated with Mastani episode? The options are 1. Balaji Vishwanath, 2. Bajirao, 1. 3. Balaji Bajirao, 4. Madhavrao the first. Tell me the answer if you know. Yeah. So the right answer for the question number 2 is Bajirao the first. So the answer for this question number 2 is 2 only answer. So I will show you the image of Bajirao the first, right? So here Bajirao first, who was born in 1700 and died at the age of 40 years, that was in 1740 itself, right? So here our life of Bajirao 1 is associated with the life of Mastani. Why means, I will tell you the story here, small story. So here first let us know who is Mastani, right? So Mastani's father was Chetrasal. Mastani's father was Chetrasal. Chetrasal, who was a king in king of a small kingdom, pretty kingdom in North India, Madhya Pradesh area. And his mother, her mother was Ruhani Begum or Ruhani Bai Begum, right? Okay. So actually Chetrasal had got married and later, he bore, particularly he had given birth to Mastani through, Shia Islamism. Shia, who belongs to Shia Islamism. Whereas our Chhatrapal was a worshipper of Lord Krishna. So here by birth, Madam Mastani was a Hindu, remember, right? Later what was happened, once Chhatrasal was defeated by his enemy Muhammad Khan Bangash, a local ruler. he responded to the letter and also, moved forward to help, Chhatrasal on his request. So then, Bajirao the First, the Maratha Peshwa, between 1720 to 1740. So he was a Peshwa of Maratha region, Maharashtra kingdom, between 1720 to 1740. So he moved towards Chhatrasal to help him in recapturing his areas, regions. Okay, so then recaptured them successfully and also handed over all that is earlier kingdom to Chhatrasal. For this, Chhatrasal felt very happy for this and also requested him to stay in his court. Okay, particularly to participate in the Holi celebrations, Holi festival, right? Holi festival. At that time, Holi was, celebrating at the court of Chhatrasal. So then he also took part. Then, both, Mastani and, this Bajirao looked at each other and liked each other. And later Chhatrasal offered his daughter, Mastani to Bajirao the First, remember. Bajirao the First. Already by that time, Bajirao the First got married. And his first wife name was Madam Kashibai. Madam Kashibai, remember. Madam Kashibai was the first wife of our, Maratha Peshwa. Peshwa means, just now as I told you in my introductory remarks, that Peshwa means Prime Minister. So Bajirao I was the Peshwa or Prime Minister of Maratha Kingdom. Remember carefully. Right. Here what was happened, after marrying her, she came to Shaniwar Wada. Shaniwar Wada, here you can see the image of Shaniwar Wada. Yeah, this is the official residence of our Peshwa, Maratha Peshwas. So this is Shaniwar Wada. You can see the tremendous fort that is Shaniwar Wada. So here it is the fountain of the Shaniwar Wada. It is the fort of entrance of Shaniwar Wada, and this is Mastani Darwaza, where through this generally maximum time, many times generally this Darwaza, this doorway only used by both Bajirao the First as well his wife Madam Mastani. Remember, this is called, there are many darwazas here at Shaniwar Wada. One of them was Mastani Darwaza, and another name of that, another darwaza at Shaniwar Wada was Delhi Darwaza, Narayan Darwaza, Kidki Darwaza. Like that, there are many darwazas. One of them was Mastani Darwaza, which was frequently used by both Madam Mastani as well Peshwa Bajirao the First. Right. So this is the garden at Shaniwar Wada. So it is a particularly, this is the tremendous building, okay, fort at Shaniwar Wada, remember. Right. You can see the, Shaniwar Wada from the top view. So here what happened? Finally what happened? Let us learn that first. Yeah. Here, what happened, Madam Kashibai, who was the first wife of, Bajirao I, not accepted Mastani as the wife of, her husband, her beloved husband, Bajirao the First, remember. Actually, even the family tradition of Bajirao I also not accept, to marry, more than one wife. So because, our Bajirao I belongs to a Brahman family, tradition Brahman family called Chitpavan Brahman family. Chitpavan Brahman family, remember. He belongs to Chitpavan Brahman family, right. So generally they follow monogamy only, not polygamy. But here Kashibai, doesn't like this. And apart from this, remember, apart from this, his mother Radhabai also did not like the act of his son Peshwa Bajirao the First. That's why Madam Mastani faced a lot of difficulties, problems at Shaniwar Wada, even though, she bore all that, different things, difficulties for, Bajirao I, right. So finally what was happened, Bajirao I, actually remember, Bajirao I was the son and successor of Balaji Vishwanath. Balaji Vishwanath. Who was Balaji Vishwanath? he was a Peshwa between 1713 to 1720 under Chhatrapati Sahu Maharaj, right? So after Balaji Vishwanath was succeeded by his able son Bajirao I, who was a Peshwa between 1720 to 1740, and after the sudden death of our Bajirao the first at the age of 40 years, that was in 1740, he was succeeded by Nana Sahib, who is known as Balaji Bajirao. Remember, Balaji Bajirao, who was a Peshwa between 1740 and 1761. He served as a Peshwa of Maratha kingdom between 1740 to 1761. Remember this carefully. So this was the story of Mastani and Bajirao. So recently, in 2015 December, a movie was released about this story only. That is, as you know, Bajirao Mastani. Bajirao Mastani movie was released. This was directed by Sanjay Leela Bansali, in which Ranveer Singh played the role of Bajirao the First, whereas Madam Kashibai played the role of Madam Kashibai was played by a heroine, and Mastani role was played by Deepika Padukone, and here Kashibai role was played by Priyanka Chopra. You know this, right? Famous Bollywood movie, right? This is the information about Bajirao Mastani episode. So moving on to the third question. Next question, third question. So consider the following. Yeah. Number 1. Chandrahas was the sword name of Shivaji. Second statement, Shivaji died at Raigad. Third statement, Shivaji first attacked on Torana. Fourth statement, Shivaji conquered Javali in 1656. Fifth one, Shivaji was defeated by Afzal Khan. So let us look into the statements, okay, once again in detail. So 1, Chandrahas was the sword name of Shivaji. So the given first statement is absolutely right. And his beloved horse name was Kalyani. And his sword name was Chandrahas. Shivaji is right. Second statement, Shivaji died at Raigad. Remember that in the year 1646, Shivaji occupied Torana area, where he built Raigad fort. After that, he conquered many regions, forts, namely, for example, Torana, Chekana, Kondana, Purandar, Javali. All these areas were occupied by our Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj in the latter course of time after conquering Torana in 1646 AD, remember. So this was occupied by him from whom? Then actually at that time it was under the control of the Bijapur Adil Shahi Sultans. It was controlled by, it was at the hands of whom? It was ruled by whom? Bijapur Adil Shahi Sultans, remember. So remember, actually Shivaji only remember that shifted his capital from Pune to Raigad. Later, the capital of the Maratha kingdom was shifted from Raigad to Jinji by Rajaram. And later, the capital of the Maratha kingdom was shifted from Jinji to Satara. Remember carefully, right? So the given second statement is absolutely right. So here you can see, I'll show you the, so this is the Raigad fort, remember, built by our Shivaji only. And this is the tomb of Shivaji, there only at Raigad, okay. This is the tomb of Chhatrapati Shivaji. Next, this is the Torana fort. So Torana was occupied by him in 1646, where he built, Torana fort, remember. And this is the Javali, occupied by him in 1656, where he built, a fort called Pratapgarh fort. This is the Pratapgarh fort, right? Next. So here, third statement, just now as I shown you. Shivaji conquered Javali in 1656. Just now as I shown you the, Javali area where he built Pratapgarh. Pratapgarh fort was built by Shivaji. So after conquering Javali area. Actually, it was conquered by him in the year 1656 from Chandra Rao More. Remember very carefully. Chandra Rao More, the local ruler of Javali. Where he built, Pratapgarh fort, remember. So this is also right statement. Next one. Shivaji was defeated by Afzal Khan. So the given statement here is absolutely wrong. So what are the right statements given? 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, where is the 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, here in 1. So answer for the question number 3 is 1 only. So the given statements 4 are right, but except 5th one. So I'll show you, actually I'll give explanation about this 5th statement. Actually Shivaji was defeated by Afzal Khan. Not defeated by Afzal Khan. He only defeated Afzal Khan. Shivaji was not defeated by Afzal Khan, but Afzal Khan was defeated by our Chhatrapati Shivaji. Remember, I will show you that image. So it was happened in the year 1659. So what was happened, day by day, so the power of Shivaji was growing. So that was not digested by then the Bijapur Adil Shahi Sultan. That's why, many areas, regions which were belongs to, Bijapur kingdom, okay, were slowly one after another occupying by our Chhatrapati Shivaji. That's why, so in order to put an end to Shivaji, so put an end to the growing power of the Shivaji in his dominions, in his kingdom. So deliberately, then Adil Shahi Bijapur Sultan sent one of his military commanders, military generals called Afzal Khan. You can see the image of the Afzal Khan here, and this is our Shivaji, remember. So what was happened, actually, when Afzal Khan, was sent by his king Bijapur Sultan to capture Shiva and asked him to capture Shivaji alive or dead. So then, he attacked on, Tuljapur, and also he plundered the Vithoba temple. So created bloodshed, remember. After, he reached to, he moved towards Shivaji. But meanwhile, because of the mediatorship of Krishnaji Bhaskar, both parties means here Afzal Khan and this Shivaji accepted to sit together for talks, for peace talks. Then, secretly Afzal Khan was trying to kill Shivaji. So this was closely observed by, cleverly observed by, strategically observed by Shivaji, and with his Bagnak, means tiger claws, he killed Afzal Khan in the year 1659. So the death of the assassination of the death of the Afzal Khan became a tremendous news in Bijapur kingdom of Adil Shahis, right? So next question, that is, 4th question. So Shivaji was succeeded by whom? So the options are 1. Shambhaji, 2. Rajaram, 3. Tarabhai, 4. Shivaji the second. Okay. So 4th question, I'll read once again. So Shivaji was succeeded by whom? Number 1, Shambhaji. Number 2, Rajaram. Number 3, Tarabhai. Number 4, Shivaji the second. Okay. Right. So what is the right answer here for this question? So Shivaji was succeeded by his son Shambhaji. His son Shambhaji, remember. His son Shambhaji, remember. Right. What is the answer for the 4th question? Shambhaji. So here you can see the image of Chhatrapati Shambhaji Maharaj, who ruled between 1680 to 1689. Remember, actually, Chhatrapati Shambhaji was born in the year 1657, right. Here what happened, after the death of, because his father, Shivaji died due to blood cancer in the year 1680 at the age of, 53 years only, at very young age. So later, Shivaji was succeeded by his son Shambhaji, so who ruled between 1680 to 1689. So finally, he was defeated by the Mughal commander, Mughal general, military general called Mukharab Khan. Remember, in the battle of Sangameshwar, Mukharab Khan, he was defeated by Mukharab Khan near, Sangameshwar, in the battle of Sangameshwar in 1689, right. Later, what was happened, here, Chhatrapati is the second Chhatrapati of Swarajya or Maratha kingdom. So here, what happened, both his friend and counselor with a name, Kavi Kalash. So, Kavi Kalash, he was a North Indian Brahmin, he was a poet, tremendous scholar, whom he appointed as his counselor, okay, so advisor, right. So here Mukharab Khan, after defeating, Shambhaji Bhonsle Maharaj, remember, he captured Shambhaji as well, along with his friend Kavi Kalash and other important 25 Maratha officers, and apart from that, many other, Maratha people are family members of, Shambhaji, right. All those who are, brought to the court of, Aurangzeb, where Aurangzeb was encamped, right. At that time, he was in Deccan area only, not in North India. So, Aurangzeb ordered him to kill Aurangzeb, because there are some reasons behind this. One was, earlier, you should know the story, why such type of, brutal orders were passed against Shambhaji to kill him, right. So here, what was happened earlier, Prince Akbar, so who was the son of, Aurangzeb. So he revolted against his father, then, Chhatrapati Shambhaji provided shelter to Prince Akbar, who was the son of Aurangzeb. So that's why, because of this act of Shambhaji, he turned against Shambhaji. Aurangzeb turned against Shambhaji. Already there was a rivalry between Marathas and Mughals since the times of his, particularly his father Shivaji itself. So this rivalry increased during the time of the rule of the Shambhaji Bhonsle Maharaj, remember. So this was the one act, okay, one problem. And another one is, after capturing, because Prince Akbar revolted against his father, just as I told you. So after capturing Chhatrapati Shambhaji alive, Aurangzeb given some chances to Shambhaji to spare him freely, to leave him freely. Okay. If he wanted to live on this earth, you should do 3 things for me. So he put 3 conditions. Then only you can spare your life. Okay. One of them was, hand over all the forts which were under the control of the Marathas. So if you handed over all the forts under your control, I leave you freely. Second condition, that was, if you disclose the treasures of the Maratha kingdom, I leave you freely. Number 3 condition, and also disclose the names of those Mughal officers who have been in league with him. So some of the Mughal officers, assisting to Shambhaji against, Aurangzeb secretly. So you should reveal their names. If you do all these 3 things for me, I leave you freely. But Shambhaji Bhonsle Maharaj not in a position to, not accepted to the conditions of, Zindafir Alangir Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb full name is Abul Muzaffar Muhammad Zindafir Alangir Aurangzeb. Remember. So he did not accept for that such conditions. Then what was happened? Aurangzeb ordered his men to kill him, to kill him brutally. Before killing him, torture him like anything. So on the orders of Aurangzeb only, Shambhaji along with his counselor friend, Kavi Kalash, all were put to death, right? So how means on the very day, so both, when Kavi Kalash and Shambhaji along with other Maratha officers and family members caught by the Mukarrab Khan, so stood before the Aurangzeb, then, what was happened, on the very night, the tongues of Shambhaji and his friend Kavi Kalash were cut off. And on the next day, they were made blinded. And they were, their limbs were cut off and also thrown before the dogs, before them only. And finally, what was happened is Shambhaji bore all this torture heroically for the coming 3 weeks until his head was chopped off on 21st March 1689 AD. Remember, 1689 AD, remember. So this was happened. This was how our Shambhaji was brutally murdered on the orders of, then the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Remember carefully. Aurangzeb, remember carefully. Right. This was happened. So this was the real character of Aurangzeb. And this was not, told to us by a Hindu historian, but a Muslim scholar, Muslim historian called Kafi Khan. Kafi Khan, who was a tremendous Muslim historian, scholar, wrote all about this, how Shambhaji was, assassinated on the orders of Aurangzeb, remember. So this is the story of, Shambhaji Maharaj. And, recently, in 2022, in order to honor the second Chhatrapati of Swarajya, Maratha kingdom, the local Maharashtra government, changed the name of, Aurangabad as, Chhatrapati Shambhaji Nagar. So recently, the district Aurangabad in which is in Maharashtra, was changed into Chhatrapati Shambhaji Nagar. Shambhaji Nagar. Right. Just to honor the the great services of second Maharashtra, second Chhatrapati of Maratha kingdom or Swarajya. Right. So fourth answer is 1. So next question. Yeah. Fifth question. So match the following list 1 with list 2. List 1. So what are given in list 1? A. Bajirao second, Balaji Bajirao, C. Ramaraja, D. Sahu. So this side list 2, number 1, successor of Sahu, 2, ruler of Kolhapur, 3, last Peshwa, next third battle of Panipat, next became victorious in the battle of Khed. So let us match the list 1 with list 2. List 1 A, Bajirao the second. So who was Bajirao the second? Bajirao the second was the last Peshwa of last Peshwa. So A3, where is A3? So here in here in second option as well in third option also. This is A. So A3. Next here you can see the image of Bajirao the second, who was the last Peshwa of the Marathas. His tenure was from 1796 to 1818. So he was the last Peshwa. The office of the Peshwa or the post of the Peshwa was abolished by Lord Hastings. Lord Hastings on 3rd June 3rd June 18 in the year 1818. Remember, he was the last Peshwa, right? So A3. So Balaji Bajirao. So yeah, he became victorious in the Battle of Khed. Balaji Bajirao. So yeah, he participated in the particularly during his time only, 3rd Battle of Panipat took place. So as you know very well that in the year 1761, in the month of January, 3rd Battle of Panipat took place between, remember carefully, Marathas and Afghans. Okay, Marathas and Afghans. It was fought between Marathas and Afghans, right? So here you need to remember, go back and also look into the similar things of this Battle of Panipat. So before this 3rd Battle of Panipat, what was happened, as you know, in the year 1526, first Battle of Panipat was fought, and after 30 years of this, that was in 1556, second Battle of Panipat was also fought. So here first Battle of Panipat was fought between Babur and his Indian counterpart, and then the Delhi Sultan, last Delhi Sultan, our Ibrahim Lodi. So in which, in this first Battle of Panipat, Babur emerged as victorious by defeating his Indian counterpart Ibrahim Lodi. Okay, and also that was how he laid the foundation of the Mughal Empire in India in the year 1526. And after that, what was happened, second Battle of Panipat was fought in the year 1556 between, Akbar and Hemu. So Hemu, remember, at that time, Hemu occupied Delhi and also declared himself as the king of Delhi. So in this regard, Hemu or Hemachandra Vikramaditya is to be considered as the last Hindu ruler who sat on the throne of the Delhi in the history of medieval India. Remember this carefully. So in this battle, what was happened? Akbar, emerged as victorious with the help of his guardian called Bairam Khan. So whenever context demands you like this, so you try to remember the things like this. Okay, so which are very similar to our topic. Okay, just for 1-2 minutes, you try to see the surrounding areas of this. Then you can get more and more information regarding this. This is called comparative study, which makes your preparation very, very easier. Remember very carefully, right? Coming back to our topic, that is 3rd Battle of Panipat. As you know, this was fought between Marathas and Afghans. So actually, on behalf of the Marathas, both Sadashivurao and Vishwasrao participated or led the Maratha armies, whereas the Afghan leader was, Ahmad Shah Abdali. What happened was that, here the son of the Ahmad Shah Abdali was defeated by Maratha leaders and occupied, his area, that area. Then, that became a cause for the outbreak of this 3rd Battle of Panipat, which was fought in the month of January 1761 at Haryana area. Panipat is now in Haryana area, remember, right? So finally, who emerged as victorious? Here, Ahmad Shah Abdali only. Both, Sadashivurao and Vishwasrao lost their lives in this battle only. They died, okay? And also, after knowing about the defeat of the Marathas in the ongoing 3rd Battle of Panipat in 1761, after knowing about this news, Balaji Bajirao, then the Peshwa between 1740 to 1761. So he also died due to heartbroken, right? He died also, lost his life due to heartbroken, right? So B4, where is B4? Here in second option and third option, right? See, Ramaraja, who was Ramaraja? So he was the successor of Sahu. So after the death of, Sahu, so here, what happened, here, Ramaraja, particularly, Ramaraja name was declared by Sahu already. So he succeeded, Sahu, Ramaraja, right? So here, D1. Next, C1. Ramaraja C1. Where is C1? Here. Yeah, C1. Next D. Sahu. So Sahu became victorious in the Battle of Cade. In the Battle of Cade, remember. So actually Battle of Cade was fought in and around 1707. 1707. So between then the Maratha ruler, the gallant wife, who was also a gallant wife of Rajaram. So she was ruling the Maratha kingdom on behalf of his infant son Shivaji the second. Shivaji, right? So in this battle of Cade, Sahu emerged as victorious. D5 is here only, right? So here answer for the question number 5 is 2. Okay. So moving on to the next question, that is our last question of today's session, right? So last question of today's session, that is 6th one. Consider the following. Number 1, Sahu was released from jail by Bahadur Shah. Okay, this statement is absolutely right. So next, second statement, Sahu became nominal after handing over the powers to Peshwa. So this is also absolutely right statement. Third statement, Shambhaji was succeeded by Rajaram. Yeah, this is also right statement. Next, Pratapgarh fort was built by Shivaji. Right statement, just now as I told you. Fifth one, Satara was occupied by Dalhousie. Right. So here you can see the image of Bahadur Shah here. Bahadur Shah was the eldest son of Aurangzeb. So as you know, Aurangzeb died in Deccan in 1707. So after that, a war of succession was fought between the sons of Aurangzeb, in which Mauzam became victorious. Mauzam became victorious, who later came to the throne with a title called Bahadur Shah I, who was Mughal emperor who ruled between 1707 to 1712. On the advice of his prime minister, so he released both Sahu and also his beloved mother Yesubhai. His beloved mother Yesubhai. Both were released on the orders of Bahadur Shah I. Just now as I told you, in the battle of Sangameshwar, which was fought in the year 1689. So at that time, both particularly Sahu, the son of Shambhaji, and also Yesubhai, wife of Shambhaji and mother of Sahu, were captured by Aurangzeb. So both got released only after the death of Aurangzeb, only by his son and successor on the orders of the son and successor of Bahadur Shah I. Remember carefully, right? So here, remember, so this is the image of Rajaram's image, right? Okay. So Rajaram's image, who ruled between 1689 to 1700. 1689 to 1700. So he died, Rajaram died at a fort called Simhagad, right? So this is the Pratapgarh, fort built by Shivaji, right? Okay. So Shambhaji was succeeded by Rajaram. Next, Pratapgarh fort was built by Shivaji, right? This is the Pratapgarh fort. Next, last one, Satara was occupied by Dalhousie. So answer is all of the above. Fourth answer for the question number 6. Here, Satara in the year 1848 was occupied by then the British Governor General Sir Lord Dalhousie. So according particularly finally it was occupied by him, right? Next, yeah, in the beginning itself I have told you that I would explain this family tree of Shivaji, right? So here, Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj. So his parents were already, I have told you, Shaji Bhonsle and Madam Jijabai. Madam Jijabai and Shaji Bhonsle were the parents of Shivaji. You know this. Next, here particularly Shambhaji. Shambhaji was the Shambhaji and Rajaram were the sons of Shivaji. So Rajaram's mother was Suryabai, whereas Shambhaji's mother was Sahibai. Both were the wives of Shivaji. Both Suryabai and Sahibai were the wives of Shivaji, right? So here Shivaji ruled from 1674 to 1680, and after that Shivaji was succeeded by his son, who ruled between 1680 to around 80 to 89, and Shambhaji was succeeded by his brother, so who ruled between 1689 to 1700, remember. And after the death of Rajaram, because remember, as I told you, around at the age of 32 years only, Shambhaji died. Shambhaji was assassinated on the orders of Aurangzeb, just now as I told you. Later, at the age of 30 years only, Rajaram also lost his life. So, lost his breath. Next one, after that, so Tarabai became the ruler queen mother to his infant son Shivaji II. So, he ruled between 1700 to 1707. Later, of course, his rule continued even after 1707 also, right? So here she acted as a queen mother to his infant son, who was very child, right? Young one, right? Shivaji too. So after that, another person, Shambhaji too, ruled. So who was the son of Rajabai, Rajasbai or Rajabai and Rajaram, right? So this is the family tree of Shivaji. And here Sahu became the ruler between 1707-82, 1707 or 82, 1749. 1707-8 to 1749. Okay, under him only three tremendous Peshwas worked under him. So for example, as I told you, Balaji Vishwanath from 1713 to 20, and he was succeeded, Balaji Vishwanath was succeeded by his son Bajirao I, who was a Peshwa between 1720 to 40, and Bajirao the first was succeeded by his son Nana Sahib or Balaji Bajirao, who was a Peshwa between 1740 to 1761. Okay, so this is the family tree of our Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhonsle Maharaj. Okay, so you can join in our Telegram channel. So the link is given in the description, and here also you can join in our WhatsApp group. Link is given in the description, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Madhu's Online Academy, for more videos and updates. Okay, this is all for today.